Shalom, shalom. Give us a second. We'll be right with y'all, man. It's about 2 minutes. Shalom, shalom. Angel Issachar, man. Shalom. The water for tuning in. Like I said, give us about 2 minutes. About 2 minutes. We'll be starting in about 2 minutes. Kind. So first and foremost, I want to say call halal Yahweh Ba'ashem wa Malak Yahweh Shai. That's all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God in His only begotten Son name, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, real name Yahweh Shai in the Paleo Hebrew, right? So I wanted to come up with this lesson. This is why it took me so long. I've been like, running back the time and running back the time, running back the time, because I wanted to make sure I had something good for the family. You feel what I'm saying? When I finally speak on this topic, right? And work heavy, this heavy, that heavy. You feel what I'm saying? So I didn't want to rush this, right? This is very important that we stay humble, meek, and lowly, man. That we have a humble and lowly spirit, a broken and contrite spirit. So I didn't want to just come on here half-assing it, right, with a topic that's this meaningful, right? So first off, I'm gonna start in the book of Exodus, right, with one of the meekest human beings that ever walked the earth, man, Moses, right. And I also want to touch on his mom, right, because his mom was very humble and meek too, as well. So we're gonna touch on the story of Moses a little bit on how he came into power. Excuse me, Salakia, being humble and being meek, man. He ended up being exalted above all his brethren, man, and known as a god. And Aaron was his prophet. You feel me? So in the eyes of everybody else, but in the eyes of Yahweh, both of them was just vessels, right? But in the eyes of everybody else, Moses was a god and Aaron was his prophet, right? And there's actually scripture to break, to substantiate that, right? So this is after the slavery in Egypt, man, right? Because in chapter one, verse number 9, it says, um, let's see. Okay, so this is the book of Exodus, chapter one, verse number 9. Let's just get a little backstory on what's happening with the Israelites, right? Hallelujah, hallelujah. It says, verse 8, now there rose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. So there was a new Pharaoh that came that started to rule over Joseph, right? And we know Joseph was in Pharaoh's house. He was like a Pharaoh, right? but this Pharaoh knew not Joseph. And it says, now, verse 9, and he said unto the people, behold, the people of the children of Israel is more and mightier than us, than we. Come and let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us. So get them up out of the land. Therefore, they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens, and they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramses. Right, Pithom and Ramses is two major cities up in Egypt. Right at that time, and they whipped us, and they had taskmasters over us. Right, to make us to rule with rigor, man. Right, we're gonna read that right now, verse 12. It says, but the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. And they were grieved because of the children of Israel. And and the Egyptians made the children of Israel serve with rigor. Right? So we need to understand that, man, that our people got pushed out of Egypt, or they were trying to push us, right, or beat us down so that way we didn't overcome them when any war fall out, man, made us super scared of them. That's what the so-called Caucasian, right, did today, man. He beat us down so bad that we love Mouser, man. We don't want to leave Mouser, man. We don't want the U.S. of A., man, to get destroyed because they did a good number on us, man. They beat us down so bad that we depend on them. That's the same thing Pharaoh, this new Pharaoh tried to do to us, right? But hey, man, the Lord has something else planned, right? So we're gonna drop down to verse number 21. This is Exodus 1 and 21. And it came to pass because the midwives feared Yahweh that they made them houses, right? They made the other sisters, the Hebrew sisters, houses, right? That way they can have their babies in the comfort of a house, right? And it says, and Pharaoh charged all the people, saying, every son that is born ye shall cast into the river, right? To have them drown, to have them die, and every daughter ye shall save alive. Right? So they wanted our daughters, they didn't want a new Messiah to come out of the loins of any man as a man child. Right? So we're gonna drop down chapter 2. This is Exodus chapter 2. And there went a man out of the house of Levi and took a wife of a daughter of Levi. Right? So this is Moses' parents, man, right? And the woman conceived and bare a son, and she saw him that he was a goodly child. She hid him 3 months, right? So she looked upon Moses, and the spirit was on her to say, yeah, this child, he handsome, he's strong, right? He looked like he could do something powerful for the nation. I'm not about to kill this baby. This baby means something, right? The Lord put it in her spirit to do that, right? Verse 3. And when she could not longer hide him, she took him uh she took for him an ark of bulrush and dabbed it with slime, talking about with like with watery clay, right? And dabbed it with slime and with pitch, right? Another type of dirt. And it says, and put the child therein, and she laid it in the flags by the river, right? In high, like what we would call they look like wheat, right? But they what we call them in the swamp, right? I think they call like lion something, right? Lion weeds or something like that, right? Where it's like marsh and it's high grass, right? Says she laid him by the flags of the river brink, and his sister stood afar off with what uh to wit, right, to see what would be done to him. I'm gonna drop down a little bit. And Pharaoh's daughter said unto her, right, talking about the mom, right? No, the sister, I believe. Yeah, the sister. Take this child away and nurse it for me, and I will give thee wages. No, it's talking about the mom. And the woman took the child and nursed it, right? So now Moses' mother is nursing him, but it was very meek and humble of her, right, to put her life on the line for her son, man. Right? She didn't just throw the baby in the water like she was commanded to do, man. She made an ark and put the baby in the water, man. Right? Just in case these people don't find my son, right? I want to be able to know that he's okay, man. right? And the daughter of Pharaoh made sure that Moses was okay in the spirit. See how Yahweh worked for the meek, man, for the humble, right? So the mama, right, was very humble of putting her life on the line to save her son, man, who would now be known as the Messiah of Israel, man, one of the saviors of Israel. And it says, and the child grew, and she brought him unto Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son. He became Pharaoh's daughter's son, right? And she called his name Moses, and she said, because I drew him out of the water, right? So watch this. This is where Moses' humility and humbleness and meekness comes from. It says, verse 11, this is Exodus 2 and 11. And it came to pass in those days when Moses was grown that he went out unto his brethren and looked on their burdens, and he uh, spied at a Egyptian smiting a Hebrew. Right, looking around the corner, he see a Egyptian, right, trying to damn near kill a Hebrew, right. And it says one of his brethren, and he looked this way and that way, and then he saw that there was no man. He slew the Egyptian, right? So Moses looked, man, like, man, y'all ain't about to do this to my brother, and he slew the Egyptian, man. Right? That was very meek and very humble of him, man. Just like his mama put her life on the line for him, he put his life on the line for his brother, man. Right? That's why we get in the scripture that says no greater love than a man that's willing to lay his life down for his friend, man. That's humble, man. For you to jump in front of a bullet for another person, man, that's meek, man, right? And that's who gonna inherit the kingdom. He said what? And he looked this way and that way, and he saw, and when he saw that there was no man, he slew the Egyptian and hid him in the sand, and he buried him right then and there. And when he went out the second day, right? He went out like nothing ain't happened, man. Right? When he went out the second day, right? Behold, two men of the Hebrews strove together. These niggas around here, they fussing, right? About to get to blows, or they already at blows, right? And he's looking like, bro, you know what I mean? So he see two men Hebrews strove together, right? They getting it in. And he said to him, what did the wrong, right? Who did wrong, man? What's wrong with y'all, man? Right? Y'all ain't understanding that we in this place and they beating us down and y'all trying to beat each other down too. Right? So Moses was very humble and said, man, what y'all fighting for? Right? Hey, look, man, let you try to break up a fight in between two Jakes, man. You might catch a left hook, man. You know? You might catch a left hook, man. But it's meek of you to say, hey, brother, man, y'all need to chill out, man. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, Shalom, Mark, Shalom.
Hey, Shalom, Shalom. My bad, tuning in late, man. I had to get my laptop charging.
Yeah, I'm already knowing, man. No problem, no problem. Salute the people right quick, man, so we can continue to get into it.
Shalom, Shalom to all the mighty men and women out there in this truth, and all those still seeking knowledge, man, and seeking understanding. We back again, man. K.O.Y, Dallas and K.O.Y IE coming back together again to bring you this mighty lesson.
That's right, that's right. You know where we at?
I do not. I'm gonna pull it up on Blue Letter too. Oh, my bad. And we're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to you. How about Shem Yahshua?
Kind of all praises, man. All praises. Right
What
now
you
I'm at Exodus 2. Exodus 2, chapter 2 and verse number 13. Right?
uh,
Because we talking about meekness and humbleness, man. And like I said, well, I ain't say this yet, man. But being meek and being humble don't mean that you being a curt, man. That you being a coward, man. Or that you being a bitch, man. Right? That's not what being humble and meek is, man. Right? Like I said, Moses was very humble and meek right here. He slew that Egyptian, man, and put his life on the line for his brother, man, right? So don't think that being humble and meek, right, is you bowing down to everybody, right? You being a coward, you holding your head down in front of everybody, right? No, being meek is and humble is putting others before yourself, man. You ready, y'all?
yeah, Khan.
Come on, so read verse 13, Baba Kusha.
Cause Exodus chapter 2, verse 13. And it reads, and when he went out the second day, behold, two men of the Hebrews strove together. And he said unto him that did the wrong, wherefore smitest thou thy fellow?
Yeah, like why you doing this, man? Right? Why y'all fighting, man? You feel what I'm saying? What's wrong with you, bro? Like we supposed to be family, man. Right? So it says, wherefore, like why did you smite your fellow, your brethren, man? Read
Mm-hmm.
on.
Verse 14. And he said, who made thee a prince and a judge over us?
I
Intendest thou
never
to
said that. Look, man, and you got to think like Moses looking at him like, bro, like who you talking to and why you talking to me like that, bro? Like I never said that I was a judge or a king over nobody. But what I am saying is that we need to love one another, right?
uh,
This is how Moses is getting down off the rip after he just murdered somebody yesterday, right? So go
uh,
ahead.
and intendest thou to kill me as thou killest the Egyptian? And Moses feared and said, surely this thing is known.
Yeah, Moses ain't go back and forth with the brother. Moses ain't kill the brother because he know that he killed the Egyptian, right? Moses. Read the next verse. Moses ran away, man, and hid himself.
Uh, Verse 15. Now when Pharaoh heard this thing, he sought to slay Moses. But Moses fled from the face of Pharaoh and dwelt in the land of Midian. And he sat down by a well.
Huh, man, he went ran, man, just like we got the law of the revenger of blood, man. Right? Moses went ran and hid himself, man, until something else might come up, man. Right? Till the truth might come out. So that was
Uh,
very meek, man, very humble. He didn't kill his brother, man, to get away with murder. You know what I mean? You know, you got brothers like that, man. They like, oh man, word around town, Johnny killed James. And then whoever and this is Cliff saying that, and then Johnny, he go kill Cliff because Cliff could be a witness. Moses didn't do that, man. Moses was like, man, look, man, let me get up out of here, man. And y'all niggas need to stop fighting. You know what I mean?
uh,
And whenever you got something, King, you good.
nah, Con, you good. I give some precepts. I didn't really have time to gather some stuff, so I'm just come off the top when I
Kind. I got a good bit of stuff going on. So drop down to chapter 3 and verse number 1. And the reason why I'm going through the law first, right? Because right now we in the law, man. Believe it or not, right? Right now, man, we reading the law about Moses, and we're commanded to do so, man. We're commanded to read the law every Shabbat day, man. you know. So we're gonna get into this law, man, and then we're gonna get into some good heartfelt, warm me uppy precepts, man. Right? We get into the New Testament, a little bit of prophets, and we're gonna eat the sweet stuff. But right now, man, we're gonna get into this bitter because we commanded to do so. Right? And verse 3 and 1.
Con. Con, this is Exodus chapter 3, verse 1. Now Moses kept the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the backside of the desert and came to the mountain of God, even to Horeb.
See, and everybody that's a strong ruler and a strong person to look up to, in the scriptures, they all was a man in the flock, man. Right? Let's go to Genesis right quick. Abel, right, chapter 3.
Con.
Let's read about Abel and Cain, man, because everybody that's righteous, man, a whole bunch of people. I ain't gonna say everybody, but a whole bunch of people that's righteous, man. They was herding the cattle, man, and herding the sheep, man. Right, making sure that they get to where they need to go to eat, man. You know,
I think it's chapter 4. All right.
it's chapter 4.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Con, chapter
Nah, it
4.
gotta be okay. Okay, yeah. Chapter 4, Salaki. Go ahead. Start at
Con,
Yeah, start at one.
This is Genesis chapter 4 and verse 1. And Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she conceived and bare Cain and said, I have gotten a man from Yahweh.
Yeah,
Verse
so
2.
so she thought, right? So she thought.
Mhm. All right. Verse 2. And she again bare his brother Abel. And Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground.
So Abel, even our righteous forefather Abel, was a keeper of the sheep, man, and his name live on forever and ever, man. It's even written in the book of Revelation, man. How your name live on so long, man, and you had so little, so little of impact when it comes to the scriptures, man, right? It's because it was beautiful, what he did, man. The little that he did do, man. And who's to say that there wasn't more scriptures, on Abel before we got all the scriptures we got? You know what I mean? Who's to say it wasn't a whole damn scroll of Abel? You feel what I'm saying? So, but let's go back to Exodus, Salakia. But most people, man, that heard the sheep and heard the flock, man, they're written in the book of life, right? To show us, man, or to lead us, to the kingdom, right? So it says Moses, right? He led the flock. So drop down to verse number 6.
Hey, hey, real quick, let me read verse 3 in here real quick, right? This is Genesis 4 and 3. It says, and in the
Huh?
process of time it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto Yahweh. Right. So it says in the process of time, right? So that goes into that humbleness, right? If you really humble, right, hey, you're not gonna be so caught up in yourself, right? That proud spirit to where I need to do what I gotta do for me and get myself right. And then after I'm good, then I can go ahead and take my sacrifice unto the Lord, man. Right? Hey, but Abel brought of the firstlings of his flock, right? Verse 4. And Abel he also brought of the firstlings of his flock and the fat thereof. And Yahweh had respect unto Abel and his offering. Right? Hey, Abel was like, let me first give give the Lord the firstlings, man. The very first that comes out of my flock, the Lord gets that. And I'm gonna take the leftovers, right?
Con,
Rather than giving the Lord the leftovers and I'm taking the firstlings, man. Right? And that's part of being humble, man.
you're right. You're right, man. That's doing exactly what the Lord commanded us to do, man. He said, whenever
Mm-hmm.
you want to whenever you want to eat, what I mean, go ahead, bring it to me for a peace offering, man. Right? This is how humble and meek the
Mm-hmm.
Lord want us to be. He didn't. He said he actually told us, man, don't even kill it in your backyard and cook it in your backyard, because that's how a lot of y'all go off, right? But come on and bring it to me as a peace offering, a free will offering, man. Right? So it's beautiful what the brother went into just now, man. All right, let's go.
Which what verse you said? 7?
Verse number 6.
6. This is Exodus chapter 3 and verse 6. Moreover, he said, I am the God of thy father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. And Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look upon God.
And I was humble. That was meek, man. Let me bow down before the face of Yahweh, man. I'm not even trying to look at you like that. You feel what I'm saying? I love you. I'm scared of you. I'm gonna go ahead and put my face on the earth, man. He didn't look at
Mm-hmm.
him. He didn't look up at him like, "Oh, Yahweh, man, what's up, nigga? I've been waiting on you all day." Nah, man. He fell down on his face, man. Right, to honor the Lord, man. Let him know, man. I'm a man of a low degree. I have no right to look upon you. Right, but let's keep going.
And Yahweh said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people which are in Egypt, and have heard their cry by reason of their taskmasters, for I know their sorrows.
So man, just like he heard it back then in Egypt, he's hearing us right now, man. He hear our complaint, man. He hear when we fall down on our face in the morning, when we fall down on our face at 3 o'clock, fall down on our face, at 9 p.m. You feel what I'm saying? He hear us, man, right? And he gonna come deliver us too, man. Right? Go ahead.
Huh. and I am come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians, and to
Yeah, so
bring
the
them.
Lord said,
God,
Salakia, so the Lord said that he come to deliver us out of the hand of the Egyptians, right? And drop down to 11. We don't need the rest of that. Drop
God,
down to 11.
verse 11. And Moses said unto Yahweh, Who am I that I should
What
go
he
into
said?
Pharaoh? Who am I
He
that
said,
I should?
who am I, man? He said,
Mhm.
I'm a nobody, man. Right? Like, what rulership or what height do I have to go walk in there unto Pharaoh? Right? Salakia, read it again.
God. And Moses said unto Yahweh, Who am I that I should go into Pharaoh, and that I should bring forth the children of Israel out of Egypt?
And that's humble, man. That's meek, man. Right? I'm nothing but dust and ashes, man. Who am
Mm.
I? Right? He said, all you gotta do is be humble, and I exalt you. That's all you gotta do, man. Right? And Moses knew that without even knowing that, man. He just Yahweh embedded that in his spirit to be super duper humble, man. Right? So let's drop down. So let's get this next one, man. Salakia, let's get this next one. I'm trying not to read the whole story, but that's how we get a good understanding. You feel what I'm
God,
saying? But man, this is a beautiful. Y'all should all go read Exodus, man. Starting
God,
from the beginning. Go ahead, King.
God. Verse 12. And he said, Certainly I will be with thee, and this shall be a token unto thee that I have sent thee. When thou hast brought
Mm.
forth the people out of Egypt, ye shall serve God upon this mountain.
Yeah, he said, "Man, I got you, bro. This is the token, right? That I've given unto thee, man. Right. So this is the blessing. This is the gift that I've given unto Moses, man. This is what y'all were talking about. And then that's why I said earlier, man. Moses was worshipped as a god, and Aaron was his priest, man. You feel what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing. But it took him being humble to be able to receive that gift from Yahweh, man. Right.
Con.
Go on.
Verse 13. And Moses said unto God, Behold, when I come unto the children of Israel, and shall say unto them, The God of your fathers have sent me unto you, and they shall say to me, What is his name? What shall I say unto them?
Mm.
And God said unto Moses, I am that I am. And he said, Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am have sent me unto you.
So and right here the translation is I Yahweh, right? It's not that I am, but when he said I am that Yahweh, and he said, Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, Yahweh have sent me unto you. Right? And we could go look it up in the interlinear right quick, just so other brothers when they go and teach, the 12 tribes of Israel, they have that in their arsenal, man. Yeah, go to Exodus chapter 14, verse number 14, man. Right? And get that second I am.
Yeah, the second one is higher.
It's higher. Uh
Yeah,
go to the one up top there. It should say it. It should say it right there, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, go to I am that I am.
go. There we go. It says, And God said unto Moses, I am that I am. It's higher, Ashar, higher.
Or a higher, sure, a higher. All right. But we
But
know that he's saying that he exists, right?
and I was going to say that the context of that anyway goes back to verse 2 where it says, And the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. So that was an angel that
Right.
was speaking anyway.
Right, that's Yahushua. So
Uh-huh.
but let's keep going on.
Con.
But you could couple that, you could always couple that with Psalms 83 and verse number 18, right?
Con.
And just bring it out in that manner. All right, but let's keep going on 15, and then we're gonna drop down to chapter 4.
Con. Verse 15. And God said moreover unto Moses, Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, Yahweh, God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, have sent me unto you. This is my name forever, and this is my memorial unto all generations.
And when he said, "This is my name forever, and this is my memorial unto all generations," he talking about the actions that he's doing, right? The deliverer of Israel, right? That's why Yahweh Shai's name is he. He is the deliverer, or he deliverer, right? Because that's his name, that's his actions, his attribute. Like if you're a doctor, that's your name forever, Doctor such and such, right? And this is my memorial unto all generations, right? Talking about the deliverance of the people out of the children, out of Egypt.
Mhm.
Give me verse 10 in chapter 4, Salakia.
You good at
10, 4 and 10. And sometimes you could be too humble, and that's what we're gonna get right here, right? And then we're gonna drop down to then we're gonna drop down to 30 and 31, and then we're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna get into rapid fire precepts, right? But go
con.
ahead, King.
This Exodus chapter 4 and verse 10. And Moses said unto Yahweh, O my Lord, I am not eloquent, neither heretofore, nor since thou hast spoken unto thy servant, but I am slow of speech and of a slow tongue.
So he's saying, man, because he's trying to tell Yahweh is telling him that he need to gather up Israel, right? But he don't speak Hebrew language that good. He real slow like us, right? Call law Yahweh by Shem Shai, and then you say Shar Kadash, right? And that's all we, you know what I mean? We only know so much, right? So Tawab, like we only know so much. So same thing with Moses. He like, man, I don't know that much Hebrew. You feel what I'm saying? To go deal with these people, right? Go ahead.
And Yahweh said unto him, Who hath made man's mouth? Or who made dumb or deaf, or the seeing or the blind? Have not I, Yahweh?
Go ahead.
Now therefore go, and I will be with thy mouth, and teach thee what thou shalt say.
He said, "Man, I done created your mouth, man. Why you just don't go and do what the hell I'm telling you? I got you, man. Right? Watch this. Keep on going.
Oh no, it's lucky I hit the back button by mistake.
It's all good, man. Man, Yahweh Shai, man, he's something special, man. He said, he said, now therefore go, I will be with thy mouth and teach thee what thou shalt say. Man, you know what I mean? You asking me something remedial. I made everything. I give you the words. Right?
Uh,
Verse 13. And he said, O my Lord, send I pray thee, by the hand of him whom thou wilt send. And it says, and the anger, he said, man, you gotta get me somebody else to help with this, man. And the
uh,
and the anger of the Lord Yahweh was kindled against Moses. And he said, Is not Aaron the Levite thy brother? I know that he can speak well in Hebrew, right? And also, behold, he cometh forth to meet thee, and when he seeth thee, he will be glad in his heart. Now watch this. Drop down to verse 27.
Con. Verse 27. And Yahweh said unto Aaron, go into the wilderness to meet Moses. And he went and
Mm-hmm.
met him in the mount of God and kissed him.
So hey, he already knew he was going to meet him because he told him to meet him. You feel what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? It's like, hey, go meet your brother, man. He tripping. You feel what I'm saying? And he telling Moses, hey, don't worry, Aaron on his way right now. Right? This is what you call a good master, man. Having good lordship. You feel me? So
Con.
when we get into what the Lord is doing, He's orchestrating everything to make sure that that Moses is gonna do what he said to do, man. Right? So him being the Lord of Lords, right? The army of armies, the Lord of hosts, he already knew what Moses needed, man. Right? So let's drop down to verse 30.
Con. Verse
Come on,
30.
man.
And, and Aaron spake all the words
Huh?
which Yahweh had spoken unto Moses, and did the signs in the sight of the people. And the people believed.
Salaki, go ahead.
Oh, Slaki. Let me read
It
on.
says, the Lord had spoken unto Moses and did signs in the sight of the people, talking about Israel, right? And the people believed, and when they heard that Yahweh, right, while Yahweh Shai visited the children of Israel, that he had looked upon their affliction, they bowed their heads and worshiped. They said, damn, we got a Savior coming, right? Bowed down their head to worship, man. Everybody became humble because of the miracles that Moses has shown them by the hand of Yahweh by Yahweh Shai, right? So let's get into it, man, because we see that Moses, right, he was very humble. His mama was very humble, very meek, right, very lowly, and they ended up being exalted. We still talk about Moses' mama to this day, man, right, and we still talk about Moses to this day, right. So get your precept out.
Yeah, I was just grabbing it. Hold on, let me get this Sirach. 19.
Oh, shit.
Sirach 19. You see me over here looking for it or what?
Yeah, God. But go make sure you put it on the screen, King.
Con. It's in Sirach, so I have to grab it in
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
19 and 2.
Right. So the brother, man, he gonna get something good for y'all, man. Talking about how to be meek and humble, right? And after that, man, I want to go to the beautiful book of Proverbs, man, because the Lord guides those who stay away from pride and douse themselves and overcome themselves with humbleness and humility, man. Right.
Mm-hmm. 18.
So you got it, King.
I got it. Yeah, I got it. I'm about to share it on the screen right now.
All right, for sure.
Share this tab instead. Hey, because that's what my brother
Man.
was saying, man. Hey, sometimes you could be too humble, right? And we seen Moses, right? He keep going back and forth with the Lord. You being so humble, you going back and forth now, right? Oh well, I can't. I don't know if I could do it because I don't really speak well. Am I really capable of leading all these people out of here? Why are you choosing me? Why me? Right? Hey, and at a certain point, like I said, it becomes too humble, right? And this is Sirach chapter 19 and verse 21. It says, "If a servant say to his master, I will not do as it pleaseth thee, though afterward he
Mm.
do it, he angereth him that nourisheth him." Right. So all that back and forth, even though you end up doing it anyways, even though you like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. But you already had this whole back and forth with me, man. You already was trying to tell me you don't want to do it and you're not gonna do it. But now you end up doing it. You still angry. You still anger you still anger your creator, man. You still anger the person who was trying to command you to do something. Even though you end up doing it, you was still all that back and forth is still enraging, right? Just like with your children, man. If you got a child and you tell your son to do something and he going back and forth with you, and you like, hey man, I just told you to do it. I'm not gonna tell you to do something that you can't do. And then he like, oh man, I don't know. And then finally, eventually, he ended up going ahead and doing it. You already upset, man. Why the hell you just going back and forth with me for
For real. Now you're making me have to feel like I need to whoop you for no reason. You feel what I'm saying?
it?
Like when you could have just listened off the bump, man. Just say, yeah, all right, pops, I got you, right? And yeah, like he was saying, the master, man. You didn't even. Oh yeah, you did put it up there. But it says the master, man. He said he'll get with you, man. He'll get with you if you don't listen, man. Right? If you
Man.
excessively humble, you know what I mean. So that's why I said the anger of the Lord was wroth, man. It was kindled. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So give me the book of Proverbs, Salaki. Give me the book of Proverbs, chapter 25 and verse 9.
Real quick, I'm gonna put this brother. He said, I really appreciate this studies, brother Angel Issachar. Hey, we appreciate you tuning in, and getting the knowledge, man, getting the understanding.
Come on, man. Hey, man. All praises to Yahweh, man. You know, we just vessels being used. You feel me?
Con.
But the water, the water for your inspiring words, man. We appreciate you, brother. Every time you on here,
You
right?
said Proverbs 24?
Yeah, Proverbs 25.
Oh, 25, con. What verse?
Oh, my bad. My bad. I think it's Psalms.
Oh, Psalm.
Salakia. Yeah, Psalms 25. Salakia, that's not it. Yeah, Salakia. Psalms 25 is it.
Con from the top.
Nah, verse 20, verse 9.
Con, it's Psalms chapter 25 and verse 9. The meek will he guide in judgment, and the meek will he
Mhm.
teach his way.
So the meek and humble man, the Lord, he gives us front row seats, right, to his wisdom and knowledge, man. And he teaches us the way, man. He teaches us the way to walk, man. Right. And one of the ways to walk, man, is give me the book of Proverbs chapter 1 and verse number 20, because the Lord commanded us to do something for him, man. But you have to be meek and humble and be willing to learn and be corrected to be able to do this mission, right, that he have put us on, man.
Mm-hmm.
1 and verse number 20.
Con, it's Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 20.
Hmm.
Wisdom crieth out, she uttereth her voice in the streets.
Right. So the Lord has ordered us to first gain wisdom, right? Be obedient to my words so I could give you the wisdom that you need to exert it to the rest of the people, man. Right. To be able to let that water flow right in the middle of the street, man. You feel what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? Give for me Revelation chapter 22, verse number 4. Right.
Con.
Because this that wisdom that's crying out in the middle of the streets, man, to wake up the hopeful elect so we could be the fruit bringing forth leaves so we could heal all of the nation, man. Right? Give me
What'd you say?
Revelation chapter 2. Re- Revelation chapter 22, verse 4.
Oh, con. This is Revelation chapter 22 and verse 4. And they shall see his face, and his name shall be in their foreheads.
Khan Salakia, verse 2.
Oh, two? Con.
Matter of fact, start at 1, Salakia. Start at 1. We're going to read 1
Con.
and 2.
Chapter 22 and verse 1. And he showed me a pure river of water of life, clear as crystal, proceeding
So
out.
this water, this living water, right, is pure, is clean as crystal, right? There's no nastiness in it, man. There's no allergy, right? Is no anemones, man. There's no damn nothing bad for it, man. This is clean, pure water as crystals, right? Go ahead.
proceeding out of the throne of God and of the Lamb.
Huh, so this water is coming down from your how about your shy, man, right? Read on.
In the midst of the street of it, and on either
In the
side of the
midst,
river,
in the midst of the what?
the street of it,
Man, in the midst of the street of it, man. Right? This is the same thing that is talking about in the book of Proverbs, man. In the middle of the street, man, they cry it with a loud voice, man. Right? Trying to teach the people, man. Wisdom cry without, man, in the middle of the street, man. How do we get that wisdom to cry out in the middle of the street, man? By being obedient unto Yahweh Shem Shai, right? And actually studying and learning these laws, statutes, and commandments. So, verse 2, in the midst of the street of it,
and on either side of the river was there the tree of life, which bare
huh,
12.
and on the both sides of the street, right? It says, and of either side of the river, so on both sides of the river, there was, Salakia, there the tree of life, man. Right? What is that tree of life, man? Right? The nutrition of life. The nutrition of life is the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Right? Go ahead.
which bare 12 manner of fruits, and yielded her fruit every month.
So these 12 manner of fruits is the children of Israel, and they yield their fruit every month, man. They don't go through a season, right? Like me and this brother, Issachar that's on here, man, right? Me and this brother Nathaniah, man, we bear fruit every month, man. We get better and better with time, man. Right? Why? Because that water that's gushing out from under the throne of Yahweh Shem Shai is constantly giving us the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to be able to go put that water or put that fruit, put this good stuff, this good doctrine on the street corners. It says, and yield her fruit every month. Read on.
And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations.
And the leaves of the tree, the law, statutes, and commandments was for the healing of the nations, man. Go back to Proverbs.
Come.
Read verse 20 again.
Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets.
And it's very humble, man, for us to go out there on the street corners, man. Last Saturday, bro, I got burnt all on my face, on the back of my neck. I couldn't even take a shower. You understand? So, hey, look, man. I just heard what the 12 giving fruits every month means. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? The Lord give it to us in the spirit, man. You know, I was breaking down the Revelation chapter 13 and verse number 17 on down, and I showed the brother, man, that the mark that's in your forehead, right, is talking about the way that you're thinking, man. So when Esau gets you all overcome in this world, right, you got the mark of the beast, man. When you celebrating these fake ass holidays and you doing everything, you cutting your beard off, putting a chin strap on, right? You dealing with the mark of the beast, man. Right. So, but nevertheless, let's get back on. It says, "Wisdom cry without; she uttereth her voice in the street." It's a very humble thing to be able to do that, man. Jump to verse 8, and then we'll move on. If you got a precept, we'll get your precept.
All right, let me read a little bit of 21 too. It says, she crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. Hey, man, everywhere, man. Right? Hey, when you come into the cities, man, on the streets, man, in front of the damn county buildings, right in front of the police station. Hey, anywhere, everywhere, man. We need to be out on these streets teaching, man, doing that work.
Con, that's right.
What precept you say you want to add?
Oh, Con, before we go there, and like the brother was saying, in the chief places, man, like the police station, right? When Solomon is writing this, right, when he say before the gates, right? When he says the chief opening of the gates, that's talking about in front of the temple,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's talking about in front of the temple, man, the chief place, man. Right? Come on, bring in your offering, bro. I know you done did something you ain't supposed to do. Come on and bring that offering in there, man, so that way you can get that sin up off of you, man. I see you walking with goats. What y'all about to go barbecue back there? Come on in here and give your peace offering, man. Right? Let's eat together. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So this is that wisdom that's going out in front of these gates, man, like the brother talking about in the chief places, man. Right? The police station, the Bureau of Investigations, man. The DC, Washington DC, man, in front of the different statues and monuments, right? Casting down all false doctrine. Give me verse 8, Proverbs 1 and 8.
It's Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 8. It says, "My son, hear the instruction of thy father, and forsake not the law of thy mother."
And that's you being humble, man. To hear instructions, you have to be meek. You have to be of a low degree. You have to be humble because when, like the scriptures tell us, man, a man that got wealth on this earth, right? He won't humble himself enough to hear the words of the law, man. And it's very hard for him to do so. Why? Because he's been saving himself, right? So he lift himself up as a god. He lift up money as a god, right? But for us, right, we don't care how much we got, how much we don't have, right? Brother is always going to humble himself to hear the instructions of the father, right, and obey the law of the mother, man, meaning the land. We're going to obey the law of the land, right, of Israel, of Jerusalem, and we're going to hear the words of our father, man, thou shalt not, right?
Con,
So go ahead, can you get your precepts?
I didn't have none.
Okay, good, good. Give me the book of Matthew, chapter 18, and verse number 4. Right? Because the Lord, Yahweh Shai, He gives us the blueprint on how we gonna get exalted, how we gonna get the kingdom. Right? So let's get the blueprint that Yahweh Shai gave unto us. Go ahead.
Con. This is Matthew chapter 18 and verse 4. "Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little child, the same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven."
Cause you gotta humble yourself as a child to be able to accept the correction, man. Right? And when you that humble, man, and somebody tell you you did something wrong, man, it should make you cry, man. Right? So like when you correct a child, man, that child, man, they get so hurt that they hurt your feelings. They cry, man. You don't even gotta whoop them. You understand? So when you humble yourself that low, man, to where you cry unto the Lord for when you mess up, man, when you miss a step, man, right? You're gonna become the greatest in the kingdom of heaven, man. Right?
Con.
You got something on that? You want to say something on that?
Nah, you good.
Kind of all praises. Go to James chapter 11. I mean chapter 4 and verse number 11. Right? Because it's up to the meek, man. It's up to the humble to inherit the kingdom, man. And if you proud, that's why the Lord said there's six things that I hate, and yeah, seven is an abomination. Right? A
Mm-hmm.
proud look and a lying tongue, man. Right? Because if you proud, you a lie, man. Right?
Con.
If you proud, you ain't gonna listen to the instruction of the Lord. Right? If you proud, you're gonna lie and say, yeah, I understand, I understand. But you're gonna go and do your own damn thing, man. Right? Go
Mm-hmm.
ahead and read that.
Con. This is James chapter 4 and verse 11. "Speak not evil one of another, brethren. He
Mm-hmm.
that he that speaketh evil of his brother and judgeth his brother speaketh evil of the law and judgeth the law."
Sure, man. So when you speak evil and you going against, your brother, right? And you something that he did good, you're like, yeah, man, that nigga think he all that because he done slayed the fatted calf, man, the fatted calf, man. He think he all that because he always bringing his offerings to the temple, man, right?
Mhm.
Don't speak like that against your brother, man. He actually doing good work. You should follow in those footsteps, man. But nah, you want to talk shit behind his or talk crap behind his back, right? Because he doing righteous things and you selfish, you
Con.
know. Go ahead.
But if thou judge the law, thou art not a
Go
doer
ahead.
of the law, but a judge. There is one lawgiver who is able to save and to destroy. Who are thou that judgest another? You hear me? You hear me? Hey, Cap, you hear me?
Something happened with my headphones. You can hear me
Oh,
good?
yeah, Con, I can hear you.
So like I was saying, man, read on from speaketh evil of the law.
Con, speaking and judgeth the law. But if thou judge the law, thou art not a doer of the law, but a judge.
So if you judge the law, you're not the doer of the law. You're a judge, man. You thinking yourself of being high and mighty, right? Because you know the law back and forth, front to back, man. Right? But you hating on your brother, man. Right? You just a judge, man. You're not even a law keeper, man. Right? Because you hating what your brother is doing and he doing righteousness, man. You always
Mm,
want to pull them up on something, man. That's why we gotta watch how we correct one another too, man. We babies in this thing, man. We're new, man. We don't want to offend one another when we bringing forth, instruction or correction,
con,
right? And a lot of times that happen, and you make yourself right. You make yourself unprofitable unto Yahweh Shai, man. Right? When you judging your brother over every little thing he do, but you're not showing him the way, as in a guide, a guider. You feel what I'm saying? So give me the book of Proverbs 16:19.
con,
Right? Because it's up to us, man, to lead our people, lead our children, leave our brother and our sister unto the kingdom, man. Right? But the only way for us to do that is to put ourselves on the back burner and put them on the front burner, man. Be fully invested into earnestly changing the lives of your brother and sisters, man. Right? Hey brother, man, I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? But I called you so you could give me some guidance. Now I can't really talk right now. I just don't have time. Nah, Aquat, I can't talk right now. I'll call you back in 2 hours. They needed you in that moment. What you mean you gonna call in 2 hours? No,
con,
man, talk to them and guide them right now in that moment, man. Or you might be a capitalist or a point of them sinning, man. Right?
con,
Help guide them, man. They knew, man. Right? Go ahead.
con. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 19. Better it is to be of a humble spirit with the lowly than divide spoil with the proud.
Man, it's better to be of a humble spirit, man, with the lowly, man. Be with a brother that don't have much, right?
Mm,
And be humble, right? Serve that brother, right? Then to be with then to divide the spoil with the proud, man. The proud to go rob somebody, right?
con,
When I was committing all types of heinous crimes, it was because I was proud, man. I don't need you, man. I go take it. I get mine out the mud. You know what I mean? That's pride, man. Right? It's better to go ahead and ask your brother, man, that's poor for $100, right, than to go with the proud, right, to divide the spoil, man. Right? Because that thing that he's giving you, that charity that he's giving you, man, that's gonna cover a whole bunch of sins. But if you go to a sinner and you ask them for $300-400, hey man, you probably took cursed money, man. Right? That money, he probably killed somebody to get that money, right? So it's better to be with the lowly and a humble spirit, right, than divide the spoil with the proud, right? Get the precept for me, Psalms 138 and verse number 6, right? Because the Lord, He attends to the lowly, man. He makes sure, He makes sure that He hears the prayers of the lowly, man, right? But the proud and the stiff neck, man, the Lord don't hear, man. In Sirach, chapter 12, right? Chapter 12, I forget what verse exactly. I know 6 says he hates sinners, but I think 4 said he heareth not the prayers of sinners, man. Right? So you don't want to
Con.
be amongst the sinners. Shalom, shalom, Ak Judah. Right? Hope your family, man, being good, man. Staying safe out there and listening to the guidance of the Father, man. Listening to the guidance of you, King. Right? Shalom.
Shalom. King Shalom.
Right? So read on.
This book of Psalms, chapter 138, and you said verse 5 or verse 6?
Verse 6. You could start at 5 if you feel like that's a good point.
We just started saying that. Though Yahweh be high, yet hath he respect unto the lowly, but the proud he knoweth afar off.
Time, man. So though he be up there, man, right? And when you read this in other translations, right, it says it a little bit more powerful. But he says, man, though Yahweh be high, though Yahweh be exalted, he far up there, right? He listen and respect the lowly, man. Right. So when you have a low, a broken and a contrite spirit, man, the Lord hear you, man. That's why it tells you, man, if you're gonna serve Yahweh, you have to have a broken and contrite spirit, man, because that's who he listened to, right? So he say he have respect to the lowly, but the proud he know it the far off, man. He look at them and say, ha, 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 look at that nigga going through some shit. He's supposed to be going right through that, yeah. And see that fire right there? Watch he touch it. Yeah, 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 yeah. But for the lowly, he said, hey, look, man, call your brother, right? Because he about to go through the fire. Go get him, catch him. You know what I mean? That's what he do for the lowly, man. Right? You end up getting a phone call out of nowhere. You were just about to get deep in your thoughts, right, and get overcome with heaviness, right? But the Lord sent the angel on your brother or your sister, man, to call you and check up on you. Hey, it just through the spirit, I thought I'd call and check up on you. Damn, man, I needed to talk to somebody too, man. Right? Get for me Job chapter 5 and 11. This precept is hard, man. I think everybody should have this in their arsenal, man. Right? All these precepts, man, I think all y'all should write down, man, and read a little bit of that chapter, man. Hey, look, man, the Lord show us some stuff, man. Right?
This is the book of Job, chapter 5 and verse 11. Set up on high those that be low, that those
man,
which
Lord.
mourn. Go ahead, Alex.
Go ahead.
Okay, Con. That those which mourn may be exalted to safety.
So he said, man, he set up on high those that be low, man. Right? So when you always trying to be a servant, right? When you want to be the greatest servant of all, man, hey, man, the Lord has set you on high, bro. But when you trying to walk and you trying to do your own thing and be exalted yourself, yeah, I did that. I did that. Yeah, it's good to have your little fun, man. Maybe you playing basketball, you hit a 3 on the you see that right there? Yeah, boy. You know what I mean? But when when on your regular day to day, man, you're not competing in sports or nothing like that. You want to compete in the best way to be a servant, man. Right? How can I help, man? Right? You want to be like a damn waiter, man. You need anything else? Right? With a smile, man. Right? To set on high those that be low, that those which mourn may be exalted to safety, man. He gonna make us be exalted unto safety, man. At the end of the day, those that be low, those that do the service of Yahweh, they gonna be exalted in the kingdom, man. We're gonna be great in the kingdom, man. Like Psalms 37 and 11, right? Like Matthew chapter 5 and verse number 5, man. We're gonna be exalted, man. Right in that last day, if we be the greatest servant of all, man. Right, like Matthew 18 and 4, man. Right, come as this little child, man. A child, man. You tell a child, hey, go throw away the diaper for me. They don't talk back and say, well, I gotta throw away the diaper. Don't you got 2 hands and 2 feet? Nah, the child happy to grab the diaper and go throw it away, man. Right? Thank you, baby. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. They come back happy, man. You know? So the same way with us, man. We got to be happy to take something, man, and go throw it away, man, and come back and say, "Yeah, I did that." So be the greatest servant of all, man. Right? And if you got a point, go ahead. If not, let's read this Job.
Um, read on in Job on next verse or
Let me see. Go ahead.
He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Man, and the crafty is talking about the proud, man. The crafty is the ones who develop mischief in high places, man. Right, like creating a phone and putting on it, different devices of damn wickedness, man. Creating a TV and making an ad come through to where you buy something that you ain't supposed to buy, man. Right? That we wanna be humble in spirit and lowly of heart, right? So that way he could break down and dispossess the crafty, man. The people that set up this world that make, and have factories to make a damn Toyota Camry, man, to make a damn Porsche Panamera, right?
Man,
But the humble that's not even able to damn build a car from scratch, that's who he gonna exalt, man. That's who he gonna give that possession to, not the crafty, right? Let's
con,
get Matthew 5:5.
this is Matthew chapter 5 and verse 5. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
Hmm. Read on.
Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled.
It says, "Blessed be the meek," right? Because you the one that's gonna inherit the kingdom. You the one that's gonna inherit the earth, man. And then it says, "Blessed are those that thirst after righteousness," man. You don't thirst after $100 million bill. You don't worry about money, man. Right? Money is not your God, man. Your brothers, man, serving your brothers, man, is your God, man. Right? Because we know in serving our brothers and sisters, man, we serving Yahweh. Right? That's our God, man. Right? Not $100 bill. Right? Sorry, y'all. Just watching White Chicks, right? So, and then it says what? Be merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. You also have to be lowly enough to be merciful. When somebody do you wrong, and make you look like a damn demon and the devil, right? You have mercy on that person, man. You don't sit there and call them names because they calling you names, right? You say,
Con,
yeah, 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 whatever, man. Go ahead about your business, right? You don't start calling them names, man. You
con.
know,
That that
right? Go ahead.
that goes into like my brother Khalil always say, man. Hey, you got a bag of dirty works right now, and you trying to bring that bag of good works, man. Hey, if you're not having mercy on your own people, what make you think the Lord going to take mercy upon you? And if we want mercy, we got to show mercy as well.
That's right, Doc. And then every time you don't show mercy, he like, yeah, well, I ain't cleaning off that little bit of dirt in that bag. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? You could go ahead and hold on to that. You
Mm-hmm.
know, the brother made a beautiful point. Keep going.
Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God.
And the pure in heart, meaning that you following the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, man. You loving on God to the best that you could do, man. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You going far and beyond, man. Right? To keep these law, statutes, and commandments, man. You read the law every day, man. When you make it to the book of Judges, right, your ass start right back in the Genesis, man. Right? That's the people, the pure in heart, man, that's gonna see God, man. Right?
Con.
Keep going.
Blessed are the peacemakers, for they
What
shall
what
be
was what was Moses?
blessed are the peacemakers.
Man, Moses was a peacemaker, man. Saw his brothers striving, fighting. One of them smited the other. Well, hey, wherefore you smite your brother, man? Right? That's your family, nigga. Chill out. Right? Blessed are those, man. The peacemakers, read on.
For they shall be called the children of God.
And that's why Moses was called a friend of God, man. That's why at the end of the day, man, Lord willing, Yahweh willing, right? Me and his brother Nathaniah, man, is gonna be, and the brother Angel and the brother Judah and any other brother that's on or sister that's on this live, right? We gonna end up being called the children of God, man, the friend of God too, man. Because we pure in heart, man. We trying our damnness, man, to do the most for the kingdom of Yasharala, man. That's why our name K.O.Y, man. Because we doing our damnedest to bring forth the kingdom of Yasharala. Right? Read on.
Verse 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
That's why he prerequisited all of that what we just read, even when you start from the top. That's why he said all of that to get to this point. Because by you being a follower of God in a correct manner, right, you're gonna be persecuted, right? Your bank account gonna hurt, man. Right? I had to call off today for the Shabbat, man. I've been calling off every week, you know, for the last 2-3 months, man. Right? You know what I mean? And that shit, it hurts, man. I make $250 a day, easy, you know, before after taxes. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, for you to be in this thing, man, you're gonna be persecuted, man. When I go to work tomorrow, he gonna say, I know in his mind, he like, I know he took off because it was the Shabbat. I told him I was sick, man. He a heathen anyway, right? Yeah. But blessed are those that's persecuted for righteousness' sake, man. Right? Persecuted. They then tomorrow he gonna say, oh, we don't got no jobs for you. Go ahead, go home. Right?
Man.
You know what I mean? Blessed are those, man, that's persecuted for righteousness' sake, man. Right? Go ahead.
Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake.
For my sake, man. All right, all praise to you, how about Shem Yahushua. Right? Give me Zephaniah 2 and 3.
And real quick, that's I was watching Deacons Live yesterday, man. And we see that going on a lot throughout the Israelite community, man. Brothers will revile us, right, and say all manner of evil falsely against us, right? This brother jumped on YouTube. He did a whole YouTube video about the camps, talking about camps worship melanin and we follow idolatry and all type of lies, man. Right? The brother don't even know what we teach, but you spew all type of lies because you hate the fact that we out here and we actually bearing fruit to the work that we putting in as camps.
Man, and really what that is though, he hate his brother, right? And the Lord put the spirit on these brothers that do that. The Lord put the spirit on them to do that just so at the end of the day they could be destroyed, right? Their spirit was created, right, to be destroyed, man. So you gotta just pray for those brothers, man. You gotta pray that the Lord correct their mind, man. Right? Don't drop down to their level, but pray for those brothers, man. Right? Go ahead.
Zephaniah what?
Zephaniah 2 and 3.
2 and 3, It's the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 3. Seek ye Yahweh, all ye meek of the earth, which have brought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be well, Salakia, it may be ye shall be hid in the day of Yahweh's anger.
Man, so you gotta do all of this. You gotta seek all of these things. That way you could be hid in the day of the Lord's anger, man. Right? This is why the meek shall inherit the earth, man. Us that's doing the law, statutes, and commandments, even when it's not a good look, man, to the rest of the world, and we being persecuted and pursued, and then at the end of the day, they're gonna end up saying, if you come to my store with a beard on, you can't eat here, man. If you try to get into, a place like Walmart and you got fringes on, you going to a concentration camp, man. Right? Hey, look, man, these days are coming, man. You feel what I'm saying? But it says, hey, you're gonna be hid in the day of the Lord's anger, man. This is why we gotta flee to the wilderness, man. Because they're gonna be trying every which way to make us sin against our maker, man. Right? So it tells us, man, seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, right? And you got to be meek to keep the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. A proud man won't keep the laws, man, right? We deal with a brother. I'm not gonna say his name, but his ass proud as hell, man. All he do is keep the damn Sabbath day and claim to be a damn Hebrew, man, and wear fringes, man. That's all he do. The brother he don't go out of his way to give alms. He don't go pick people up from another city to bring them to camp, right? The brother don't come to camp. You feel what I'm saying? The brother just wear a beard, wear fringes, and keep the Sabbath day, man. What happened to the damn new moon, man? What happened to keeping the Sabbath according to the new moon, man? Right? What happened to all your other works, man? Right? They're not there. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta be meek, man. A proud man is gonna do what the hell he wanna do, man. But a meek man gonna do what God said to do, man. Go ahead.
Right. It says, for the ungodly said, this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, Salaki, right? For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, right? And that's what we see a lot of brothers do, man. A lot of brothers will reason with themselves to try to make what they doing right, right? And you reasoning with your, oh, well, you know what? It's not really a sin. You know, I could do it. Don't say it directly, and it don't say it verbatim in the law that I can't do that, brother. It's there. You just ignoring the fact that it's there, right? It says they reason with themselves, but not aright, right? They reason with themselves, but they doing it based off of their own feelings, their own emotions. They're not doing it properly, but based off, they're not letting the law guide their lives, right? They say our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man, there is no remedy, right? Hey, that's what brother. Hey, man, our life is short, man. We only got one life to live, and when we die, we don't come back. That's it. Hey, so I gotta enjoy my time now. I gotta make sure I'm doing what I gotta do now, and right. It says, neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. Right? These brothers don't think you come back. They don't think that. They don't understand. And again, that goes into not having the right understanding, man. They don't understand everything's a cycle. They don't understand that you're gonna come back. Right? They don't understand. They think they gotta get theirs now. So their main focus, like my brother was saying, their main focus is money, man. Right? Hey, is money your God, or is Yahweh your God, man? Right? Hey, your main focus is the way you look. Right? You idolizing yourself. Are you your own God? Right? Hey, your main focus it may be women, man. Are women your God, or is Yahweh your God? Right? And you can make many things your God, but you can't reason, you can't make excuses for what you're doing. Right? We have to turn from those things and truly seek out Yahweh's face, and He's gonna guide us on the ways of what we should and shouldn't be doing, man. The Spirit gonna guide us.
Con, man, brother on fire through the Spirit, man. Hey, man, and y'all see it, man. We see it on a day-to-day basis, man. Get for me on this point, right? Get for me the book of Proverbs. I want to start at verse 28 and drop down to 20, and well, not drop down, but read on 29 and verse 1. So 28, verse 28, and then drop down to 29 and verse 1.
Con. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 28 and verse 28. When the wicked rise, men hide themselves, but when they perish, the righteous increase.
Hey, man, so the wicked, man, they always trying to do what the hell they want to do, man. But when they die, right, the righteous increase, man. We inherit their things, man. The spirit that they didn't want to use, we get that spirit, man. Those clothes that they didn't take care of, right, or they didn't wear, we get those, man. That house that they thought they was gonna abide in forever, we get that, man. Right. So when the wicked die, when the wicked perish, right, the righteous increase. We get their stuff, man. Right. Read on.
That and that go into even look back at the Egyptians, man. What happened when we came out of Egypt, man? We spoiled all them. We spoiled everybody there. Took all the gold, all the silver, the cattle. We spoiled all that. And what happened? We left out of that wicked place, away from all them wicked heathen, man. And we was able to increase righteously.
Man, with actual monetized value, man. We had gold to the food. We had so much gold. Aaron made a calf. Moses burnt it down. Nigga didn't even save it. Moses burnt it down, put it into dust, into water, and made the people drink it. Right?
Man,
And we still had more gold. We still had enough gold to build our tabernacle, man. Right? Go ahead.
chapter 29, verse 1. He that being often reproved hardeneth his neck shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy.
He said, man, if you don't like hearing reproof and you keep doing what the hell you doing, this is what proud people do, man. This is why I'm telling y'all, man, I deal with this brother so much, man. I don't want to put his name out there, but the nigga is wicked, man. I'm constantly reproving him, telling him that the lunar cycle is the way that you keep the Sabbath, right? I'm telling him he need to be at these feast days, right? But all the brother want to do is constantly heap up wives to himself and worry about damn work and business, man. Right? But it says, man, you're gonna be destroyed without remedy, man. Right? Hey, man, keep messing around, man. Yahweh gonna judge you, man. Right? Give me the book of Numbers chapter 13 and verse number 3, man. Right? Let's read about this, man, because the most humblest person, man, got exalted the highest besides Yahweh Shai, man. Right? Go ahead.
Numbers chapter 13 and verse 3. And Moses, by the commandment of Yahweh, sent them from the wilderness of Paran. All those men were heads of the children of Israel.
Khan. Let me see. Go to verse 2.
Verse 2. Send thou men that they may search the land of Canaan, which I give unto the children of Israel. Of every tribe of their fathers shall ye send a man, every one a ruler among them.
Khan, man. So Moses, he didn't talk back to the Lord no more. Right? He just said, whatever the Lord said, that will I do. You feel what I'm saying? So Moses he had become even more meek, man. Right? He took the time to do what Yahweh said without questioning him, man. Until he smote the rock. The Lord, Moses just listened, right? But I'm looking for something specific in there.
Hey, and not only that, look, he says, every one a ruler among them. So Yahweh giving the commandment to Moses, and Moses giving the commandment to these mighty men, mighty rulers of Israel. Man. And did they talk back, or did they do what Moses said? Man?
They
Hey,
did what he said.
it's an order to everything, and brothers got to understand that even outside of the truth, it's order. You go to work, you got order at work, right? You try to start your own business, you got an order. You run your household, there's order, right? There's order in everything you do. So coming into this truth is not going to be no different. It's order to things, man. When you come to serve the Lord, it's order to things, right? And a lot of times that order pushes brothers away. Brothers don't like order. They don't like to take direction. They don't like to be talked to a certain way, right? Hey, man, and you can't let that hinder you. You can't let that order stop. You have to understand, man. Hey, you have to be like my brother said, humble down, man. That's that spirit of pride getting on you because you're too proud to let another man tell you what to do, right? Hey, humble down a little bit, brother, and just accept. Hey, okay, I understand, and accept that correction, or you know what I'm saying. Accept whatever order come at you if you under somebody.
And you got some people, man, they get proud and they wanna go back and forth with you in the scriptures. Then you gotta tell them, look, man, hey, believe what you want to believe, do what you want to do, man. The Lord gonna judge you, man. Right? And that's it, man. Right? Because you got some brothers, they like to go back into the scripture and try to combat you. Right? Yeah, man. All right, believe what you're gonna believe, man. The Lord gonna judge you at the end of the day. Give me Numbers chapter 12 and verse number 3. Read that.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 12, and verse 3. Now the man Moses was very meek above all the men which were upon the face of the earth.
And that's how he was raised up above all men on the face of the earth for a long period of time, man. We still talk about the law. We call it the laws of Moses, man. They really the laws of God, but we call them the laws of Moses, man. When Yahweh Shai came back and he wanted to show the people, some glory, right? I think that was John and Peter, right? He wanted to show them some glory. What spirit they called down from heaven? They called Moses and Elijah, man, right? Because Moses is a pinnacle in the faith, man. You feel what I'm saying? Why? Because he was the meekest of the earth, man. Right? Somebody that should be feared and looked up to, man. Right? A person that know how to fight, man, he very meek, man. Right? He don't sit there and say, rah, 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 rah. Right? A person that's lowly, man, and meek that know how to fight, man, he gonna sit there and look at you like, bro, I'm trying to tell you, brother, you like, look, man, I'm sorry, brother. And I'm trying to tell you, you really don't want this, man. Right?
Mhm.
And then they end up hitting you with a 2-piece and a biscuit and knock your dumb ass out. Right? But they was very humble, very low. It's because they know what they could do. Right? Just like Moses, he knew what power he had. He didn't have to be proud. He didn't have to work in pride because he knew that his power was there to protect him. Right? Give me Psalms 147 and verse 6, and we're gonna end out. And the water again, man, for all the viewers, man, that came in, man, all the viewers that will come in through the spirit, right, and watch this and get some edification from it, man. And we do this for free, man, right? We don't get paid for this, man. We don't get no damn stipend, no pension, right? No damn retirement fund. You know what I mean? We just leaning on Yahweh that he's gonna pay us eventually. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So this 30 minutes was dedicated exactly for the Lord, man. And hopefully he sees our works and rewards us for that, man. Even y'all brothers and sisters that's on the live, man. Lord willing, Yahweh will see your dedication, right, to being a servant, watching y'all brothers, put in his work and also taking heed to the words, man. And he bless y'all too as well, man. You get that reward, that extra mansion in the kingdom, man. Right? By Hashem Yahushua. Go
It
ahead,
says,
King.
the Psalms chapter 147 and verse 6. Yahweh lifteth up the meek. He casteth the wicked down to the ground.
Because you know why he lifted up the meek? Because the meek don't lift up their self. But when you proud, you lift up your damn self, man.
Mhm.
Right? That's why he said, right? Give me the book of Matthew right quick and we'll end out on this. Salaki. Give me the book of Matthew chapter 6.
What verse?
Verse number, start at 1.
Says Matthew 6 and 1. Take heed that ye do not your alms before men, to be seen
Mm,
of them. Otherwise, ye have no reward of your Father which is in heaven.
mm. Go ahead.
Therefore, when thou doest thine alms, do not sound a trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, that they may have glory of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward.
Right? So, hey, man, the Lord is telling us, man, it's the things that you do in secret, man, right? That the Lord really, blesses you for, man, right? So we don't do this to be seen of men, man. We don't do this. We ain't trying to look for 300, 400, 500 views, man, right? But if that happen, or viewers, right? If that happens, man, all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, right? We still gonna be the same humble and meek people, man, right? Still doing the same amount of work, man, maybe even more, man, right? But he tells us, man, watch how you serve Yahweh because you could be prideful and doing it for yourself instead of the Lord, man, right?
Uh-huh.
So there's a difference, man. When you're meek, the Lord will raise you up, man. But when you're proud, man, you're doing it so you can be seen and have attention of other people, man. Drop down to verse number 5.
And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the streets, that they may be seen of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward.
This is why it's really good, man, for y'all to watch how y'all doing, with these broad phylacteries, man. Watch how you wearing your fringes. Watch how you wearing your tassels, man. Watch how you dealing with your beard, man. Don't let these things lift you up to say, yeah, I got the mightiest beard in Israel. Yeah, every day I walk out of the house, my tassels is down to my damn ankle bone. Yeah, yeah, I'm out here, man. Right? No, man. Right? Put on your fringes that go all the way around the border. Put on your zits that just go right there to your thigh. Right? And give the word of the Lord, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
So hey man, this is for us, man. This whole thing is for us, man. The world is for us. This video is for us, man. Make sure we stay humble. Or I'm talking to myself too. Make sure you stay humble, man, and follow the ways of the Most High Yahweh, man. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, King.
Yeah, I was just saying, I want to touch on this one more time, man. The Lord lifted up the meek, but He cast the wicked to the ground, man. And you gotta remember, a lot of times we could start off real meek, and you got to remember to keep that meekness, man. No matter where you get to, you get to a certain point, and you think you done made it, and now you forget to reverence the Lord, man. You forget the whole reason you got to where you was at is because the Lord lifted you up, man. Right? And now you worshiping yourself. I put in the work for this. I did 14-hour days to get to where I'm at today. I did this, I did that. Right? Hey man, but you not reverencing. No, the Lord allowed you to get to where you was at, man. And
Man,
if you don't keep that humble spirit, He gonna cast you back down to where you came from.
Khan. Hey, one more before we leave out, man. Give me Job 31 and verse number 4, and we're gonna read to verse number 6.
Con.
And get up out of here, man. Salakia, y'all. I know I told y'all the last one was the last one, but man, the spirit is moving. Right? 31 and verse 4 to 6.
This is the book of Job, chapter 31 and verse 4. Doth not He see my ways and count all
Mm,
my steps?
mm.
If I have walked with vanity, or if my foot have hasted to deceit, let me be weighed in an even balance, that God may know my integrity.
It says, man, we need to make sure that we know how we're walking and walk in our integrity, man. Job was actually known as one of the meekest men in the earth, too, man. Right? All the things that he went through, man, he still gave it unto the Lord, man. Look, man, hey, I don't know why you're judging me, but it got to be a good damn reason, you know? And it says, let me be weighed in an even balance, right? Weigh out my works, man, that Yahweh may know my integrity, that you may know that I have been following you, Yahweh, right? So weigh out my works, man, right? So our works is weighed in the balance, man. How we serve the Most High and Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai, right, is weighed out in the balance, man. Make sure you're doing more, right, for the kingdom than for yourself, man, right? That
Con.
shows how meek and how much of a servant you actually are. Go ahead, King.
Nah, that was it. Yeah, I ain't had nothing else. Yeah, that's my.
Time, man. So put us big on the screen. All praises to the Most High, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. For all the brothers and sisters, man, that tune in, that will tune in, Lord willing, through the Spirit. I pray that y'all got edified, right? Maybe your fire got a little bit more flamed up. You feel what I'm saying? Through the Spirit. I know mine did, Lord willing. You know, not that y'all, Lord willing, his did as well. But keep on enduring, man. We in this thing. Shalom.
Call Allah Yahweh Bashim Yahshai. Shalom.
Shalom. Kum Yashala.